Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in opposition to House Concurrent Resolution 1. At the opening of this legislative session just a few short weeks ago, there were words of a renewed commitment towards bipartisanship, working across the aisle and finding common sense solutions for the citizens of our great state. I was one of the many who applauded and was hopeful that real change was on the way as we operate here in Lansing. Yet, here we are, just a few short weeks later, and what seems to have all gone out the window. It is apparent that bipartisanship in this chamber is only applicable when convenient for the majority. Today,
Representative, I'm going to ask that you keep your comments to the merits of the resolution. Thank you. Chair recognizes Representative Garza.
The legislative process, of course, as we see it today, is not the same as we all would like to see it. Our governor has issued an executive order to strengthen environmental protections for our state. For far too long, Michiganders have not had an advocate in state government fighting for our access to clean drinking water, safe air, and other environmental concerns. But today, yet again, we are fighting to protect our Michigan families, what seems to be something that we were all sent here to do in the first place. Repealing the governor's executive order is not only an attack on our environment, but it's also the attack on safety and health of our residents. We've all witnessed firsthand what happens when we do not put an emphasis on our environment and ensure proper regulations are enforced in our state. We've all seen the horrible air pollution in Metro Detroit, the poisoning of an entire city's water supply in Flint, harmful contaminants in the rest of our waterways, and leaving our Great Lakes vulnerable to oil spill. And by overturning this executive order, who will be responsible next for our next environmental catastrophe? I ask my colleagues to think long and hard about the message that we're sending by voting to overturn this governor's executive order. Think about the lives that we're putting at risk, and think about if it's worth the health and livelihood of our residents. Colleagues, I encourage a no vote on House Concurrent Resolution 1 to put the people of the state of Michigan first and put those who sent us here to protect them first. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative.